Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang mulia para kepala
Excellencies, Chief of APEC, economic leaders of APEC, Your Excellency, distinguished chiefs of economies and envoys from countries from the region of the Pacific Island. First of all, I would like to say welcome to Your Excellencies, Anautong, President of Kiribati, Your Excellency, Gordon Darcy Lilo, Prime Minister of the Solomon Islands, Your Excellency Queen Inuka Kabuabola, Envoy of the Prime Minister of Fiji, and Your Excellency Tom Kitchener, Special Envoy, President of the Marshall Islands. We are all very thankful for Your Excellency's presence here today in Bali, as you accept my invitation, as I invite you as the chair of APEC for 2013, for you to attend this informal meeting with the leaders of APEC economies. As we all know together that the purpose and goals of the Asia-Pacific from a perspective of economics and development indeed is so that the development may be performed in a sustainable manner. Sustainable development. The economic growth indeed itself must also be conducted in a manner that is sustainable. Sustainable growth with equity, sustainability, and just. We also realize that there is a great importance of connectivity throughout the countries in Asia-Pacific region, countries in APEC, and also countries outside of APEC region. And also, we realize that the cooperation in overcoming environmental challenges, climate change, or even other natural disasters that often occur in our region. It is for that reason, Excellencies, we invite your presence, the four leaders from countries of Pacific Islands, so that you may perform your informal meetings to convey the thinkings of His Excellency, that there is cooperation that is more diverse, intra-APEC cooperation, or even cooperation within with non-APEC countries in the Asia-Pacific region. Those are the essence of our intent this morning's meeting. After this, I would like to invite His Excellency, President of Kiribati, Prime Minister of Solomon Islands, Special Envoy of the Prime Minister of Fiji, and also the Special Envoy of the President of the Marshall Islands. After that, I would like to invite also distinguished economic leaders of APEC, which are on my list this morning, who will speak, will be Prime Minister of PNG, President of Korea, Republic of Korea, the Foreign Minister of Peru, and also the Foreign Minister of the United States. If there is still time, if time permits, I'd like to invite other leaders to also convey their views and provide their remarks. With this short introductory remarks, first I'd like to invite His Excellency Anautong, President of Kiribati. I invite Your Excellency.
And I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to thank you for providing us with the opportunity to engage with APEC leaders. Obviously, without the agreement of the APEC leaders, this would not have been possible. So please accept our deep gratitude for this opportunity. I think it is indeed very logical that there should be engagement. After all, we are one global community. For many reasons, we have learned many lessons, and I think, Your Excellency, you referred to the issue of climate change. As countries of the Pacific, we are one of the most vulnerable, and while things unfolded, events unfolded in different parts of the globe, we stood by while this was happening. And I think this is the mistake that perhaps we made. We don't want to keep doing this, and so this is the opportunity to interact. Because in terms of climate change, there are no borders, there are no groupings, and it is a classic example of where we should have been engaged. I know that in this session, it may not be possible to talk about the details. We'd love to put everything on the table, but obviously there is no time to get into the details. We contribute to the concept of sustainable development. We contribute to the idea and the concept of inclusive development, equity. And I think the question and the challenge that faces all of us here this morning is how do we achieve that? And I think we can only do that through dialogue.